Welcome back to Mock the Mock, where we take a look at someone else's mock draft and I mock it, giving you my views, thoughts, and opinions, and we mock the bad ones especially here. And we're taking a look at TPS's new mock draft. It was suggested in the comment section. They're like, hey, you gotta check this out. It's kind of wild. So we will, but what's crack-a-lackin'? It's your boy Broshmo, just in case you did not know. So go ahead, become a bro and subscribe. Leave that thumbs up if you enjoy the content. As always, let me know what you think in the comment section below. We celebrate Christmas on this channel with snowmen. I don't know why I have this instead of like a Santa hat, but I do. Let's go ahead, get into the nitty gritty. Look at this playoff picture. Yay. They say they got the order from Tankathon, though I think it's a little off. You'll see. You'll see. But everything in the merch shop, 25% off. Use promo code ALLBRO25, all caps, to get that for the holidays. I have a terrible singing voice. So let's go ahead and get into the nitty gritty here. Taking a nice look. All right. Interesting. Anyway, first pick. Let's see if I can do this right. I hate doing these videos because I always end up, if I miss a team, just go watch the video. I'll leave a link to the video in the description. If I miss a team, my bad. It's so easy to miss a team doing these videos, but they got Lions going with Hutch. Hey, he can stay in Detroit. Shouldn't this be the Jags pick? Maybe. I thought it was. Maybe it's not. I think it is though, but regardless, we're mocking this draft. Yeah, dude. Look, I can't believe they got 50 views on their mock draft. Yo, share my mock drafts. I welcome any and all, whether you're lovers or haters. But I can't believe they got 50 views. And I thought I was the mock draft king. I'm not. I'm just joking around. Haha. Hee hee. Ho ho. Ho ho. Anyway, yeah, Hutch, him and KT, they're kind of unanimous top two picks. Evan Neal's starting to dip into his toes into that type of territory. But if you're Detroit, you're picking one, you're taking best player available. And that would typically mean, well, quarterback, except for the quarterback class is kind of weird. Kayvon Thibodeau being the next best player on the board. The Jags, they choose to take him. Evan Neal, you can make a great case for Evan Neal. Try to build around your franchise quarterback, especially protection-wise. I'm not going to dispute that. They go KT. I'm not. This is fine too. If he's higher on your board, go with him. Which I mean, I think I watched the video just so like I could remember what they had to say about each pick, but I don't remember each pick. I'm sure it'll come to me when I see it. Is this Evan Neal? Yes, it is. Evan Neal going to the Houston Texans. So yeah, apparently rumors are they were shopping Laramie Tunsil, and that still might be a thing after this offseason. So Evan Neal would be nice. He could play either tackle position. I know Howard's played decent playing left tackle at time like recently. Will that be the case long term? Who knows? But regardless, yeah, grabbing a tackle for whoever may be the quarterback of the future, I think is ideal. All right. Hello, Gojo. Oh, man, he's out here running around. And y'all playing so hard, and it's raining outside. I know they're wet dogs. Kilo, what you doing? Get out of here. All right, dogs. We closing the door. I'm doing a video. They are running and playing out their mind. My wife and daughter are currently at my mother-in-law's. This is Christmas Eve. I'm recording this, by the way. Knocking out a lot of these recordings, but no one to watch the dogs but me, and they're out here acting a fool. But yeah, Texans, this pick makes a ton of sense. I think Derek Stingley's actually the next pick for the Jets. Yes. Hey, dude, he's top 5 for me until the ankle doesn't check out well. I mean, imagine him, Bryce Hall, then you got Michael Carter in the slot, you got Equals and Guidry there as depth. Like, that's a great cornerback core, like a great young cornerback core. Oh, Like all those guys would technically would technically be, I think, going into Stanley's first season, they would all be have 3 years and less of experience. So that's a great young core. The Giants, is this their first one? Tyler Linderbaum at 5. Yo, it's spicy. Probably not gonna happen. I mean, never say never, right? But do they double dip? I think they double dip. So let's go ahead and talk about both Giants picks because I think they double dip. Then Charles Cross. So this is wonderful. They get a tackle. They get a center. Nick Gates is a guy that actually can play a lot of spots on the offensive line. So you can move him to guard. And yeah, the offensive line starts looking better. It starts looking more promising. I don't want to start looking better because they're rookies. They're probably not going to perform well. I mean, I feel like that's the likelihood. You hope they do, but you don't expect them to. So offensive line still would probably kind of be poo-poo, but at least there's some promise for the future. And I mean, dude, the pair of Thomas and Cross, that's sick nasty. Oh, man. Jets fans hate. I know not all Jets fans. When I say this, I'm saying this. It's a generalization. Jets fans, for the most part, in my comment section, they hate the idea of going Kyle Hamilton, and Derek Stingley. I don't see why. I would love this. It's like, dude, my secondary's set for the next 4 years. I feel like at this point, we won't have to touch it again. Like, I wouldn't be mad. So I like this pick. I like it. What do we got next? Is it the Panthers? It's quarterback, right? Malik Willis. So they go with the upside. I would not throw this guy into the Lions' den year one. The decision making is not great. You're basically gonna have a lot of the same of what you've seen this year, just with a better athlete than what they have currently in Cam Newton. I hate to bang on Cam, but I mean, dude, Cam looks like he's at the end of the road, man. But yeah, no, you would be getting similar play. So I mean, there is a precedent to be like that. Why not just throw him into the Lions? And it's like, yeah, you don't want to break your rookie quarterback's confidence like that. So I would personally sit him. Just cause, again, the decision making, I think it can get better. Dude, his ball placement and accuracy just improved so much this year, just by fine tuning his lower body mechanics. Like, and you're telling me, oh no, this guy can't get better as a decision maker. You either have it or you don't. In what world? In what world is that the case? It's like, for some guys, yes, that can be true. But to say that it's just like an overall rule is just, I hate that. I hate that. Oh. But yeah, Malik Willis to the Panthers. Who do we got next? Kenny Pickett going to the Falcons. I don't think Atlanta needs to move on from Matt Ryan just yet, especially in this class. I feel like if you're gonna do it, just go ahead and do it next year. I think you could get some quality pieces to maybe make, I don't know, to give Matt Ryan a legitimate chance at a run for the playoffs. Like, keep in mind, they were in the playoff race this year. That's wild. They still might be, actually. No, I think they're out now. Not out, but like it's very unlikely. But like, I don't know. What are you doing? What are you getting? You get Kenny Pickett at this point, and it's like, why not just invest in next year's quarterback class? There is always the case next year's class isn't good. That's the case for every draft. But I mean, you could look at prospects like a prospect like Bryce Young, and be like, nah, he's probably going to be good regardless. And be like, yeah, let's invest a little bit in this draft or in the 2023 draft, so we have the capital to be able to move up if there is someone we do like. I mean, I just know the quarterback the class that we have as of right now. Not saying these guys, they don't pan out or anything, but it's it's not one I'm willing to like kind of. It's not one I want to invest highly in. Especially with the ceiling on for me, I think there's a ceiling on Kenny Pickett in terms of how good he can be. So I could always be wrong about this. I'd go pass rush, but that's just a me. That's just a me. I'm not saying this is a wrong pick. I don't think it is. I mean, you could obviously take this a lot of ways, but I feel like you got Matt Ryan on the contract. Why not just try to build some good youth around him for a year and then bring in your guy? I don't know. You let me know in the comments. All right, Eagles first pick, Garrett Wilson. Listen, I know some Eagles fans don't like this. I love this. Garrett Wilson's so radically different from what they have at receiver. This is a guy that can efficiently attack the field at all levels. He gets great separation. Might be the best route runner in this class. He's showed to be good after the catch. He had, I think 22 or 26 forced missed tackles this season. He got better at the contested catch. Like, this is a guy that can just do it all, man. Just do it all. And I know it's not a sexy prospect that the Eagles have drafted a wide receiver for 3 straight years. No, it's kind of an important position. I would say after quarterback, wide receiver and tackle are the most important positions on offense. And they're looking good at tackle. So, and I really think that offensive line, they're kind of built for the future. Some people like getting the idea of Tyler Linderbaum, which I understand. Linderbaum is a very he's just a sexy prospect in my opinion. Like, adding him to the Eagles line would be just like, oh, wow. I get it, but I think the Eagles they're not in a position where they have to do that. I think they got a top 10 line as is, or at least one for the future. So I like it. What more do we got going on? Yeah, Jalen Reagor. Yeah. Come on, don't tell me you don't need receiver. Devin Lloyd. Eagles haven't drafted a linebacker in the last 40 years. Again, just like the Undertaker streak, it can be broken. Maybe Devin Lloyd is Brock Lesnar. He's the beast. I want to do a Paul Heyman impression. I can't. I'm not going to. But no, Devin Lloyd's a really good fit for the defense, a team that typically likes to drop their linebackers in zone 70-75% of the time. This is the guy you want. He's got a big wingspan, very good blitzer. He could even rush off the edge if you want him to. Good short area quickness, gets to the flats real quick, sure tackler, good run defender. This is a guy, his game is just going to translate in the NFL. Like, he's going to be a good NFL player. He may not be have the Nakobe Dean at freaky athletic upside, but Lloyd's just his type of game will translate. Ahmad Gardner going to the Vikings. I like this. I like that he's the second quarter off the board because everyone's quarterback class is all kinds of weird, and whenever we're doing these mocks, Ahmad Gardner feels like he's falling all the time, and I'm like, will that be the case? Does everyone expect him to get spanked by Jameson Williams? I don't know, but he's actually a really good fit for Mike Zimmer if he happens to still be around. All right, let's keep going. Jameson Williams going to the Saints. Do we really need to talk about this? Them getting a legit, good burner. I know they got, was it just Deontay Harris, right? I know they got him, but he's more of this gadget / special teamer. So, yeah, no, Williams is legit. I like that. And then we got the Las Vegas Raiders, Kyer Elam. I feel like cornerback's a very underrated need for the Raiders. I feel like a lot of people don't really take into consideration that Casey Hayward, he's coming off a bad year. This has been a bounce back year for him. He's on a 1-year deal. He might not even be back with the team, but he's an older guy. You don't know when that play will fall off again. We've seen after injuries hit guys like Hayward and Mullins that the depth at the cornerback position is just dookie. It's dog water. You got a great prospect in Nate Hobbs, man, Nate Hobbs. there in the slot. So yeah, let's build for the future there. If you like Elam, then go Elam. Like, I honestly, I like picking corner for the Raiders in some instances. So yeah, obviously they got a lot of needs, but listen, that's what free agency is for. Yeah, address your needs in free agency. That way you can draft the best players available, the best players that fit your system in the draft. That way you're not reaching. Let's be honest, it's the Raiders. All they do is reach. They're that like 5'5" man in the shopping aisle, just looking up at the top shelf like, dang, I'm going to have to really climb this shelf just to get the Cocoa Pebbles off the top. Just guess I'm going to have to settle for regular Fruity Pebbles. No Cocoa Pebbles for me. Oh my gosh, it's a beautiful metaphor. Oh man. Denver Broncos, right? They're next? No, it's Steelers. Desmond Ridder. Y'all know, if you ain't new to the channel, you know, I'm not a big Ridder fan. I think the accuracy and ball placement is just not there. I don't think it's a mechanics thing either. Unlike decision making, ball placement and accuracy, sometimes quarterbacks just don't have it. I don't know if he's going to be one of those guys. I mean, I get it. The arm strength, beautiful. The mobility, great. He functions pretty darn well in the pocket despite, you know, his offensive line being not that great. It's just, for me, the accuracy thing's hard to get around. But, because we know he's streaky with it, but yeah, Ritter's not a bad prospect. I just much rather him on day 2. So let's go ahead to the next one. We got pick 15 here. Right? 16. Broncos. George Karlaftis. This is interesting. I get it. Von Miller, he's gone. The quarterback position, right? There's got to be someone you like here between Sam Howell and Matt Corral. Because what? Pickett's gone. Willis is gone. And then we just saw Ridder gone. That's the thing. This quarterback class. People are going to have it ranked all types of different ways. Dang it, Gojo. Come on, bud. Dude, you're a dirty dog. No, you're a dirty dog. You're a dirty dog. No, you're covered in mud, dude. No, you're covered in mud. You go. You gotta go, Gojo. Legitimately, my whole house covered in mud. Dirty dogs. It's raining outside. I should have known better. But Karlaftis, again, this doesn't feel like a urgent need. While it's good value, I feel like quarterback, like, I'm not saying a rookie quarterback immediately makes them like contenders or competitive, but like that defense is already pretty darn good without Von Miller. To get a healthy Bradley Chubb back, you got to solve the quarterback position, whether it's in this draft or not. So, in this draft or during the offseason, I don't know. I'll say it's interesting. Bengals. Ikem Ikwanu. I kind of like this. You could move Jonah Williams, who has played both right and left tackle. You can move him to left. Worst case scenario, Ikem ends up being a really good guard for them. The blocking scheme wise, I'm not in love with. But this is if they're gonna incorporate more like inside zone in terms of the run blocking scheme, they incorporate more inside zone because Zach Taylor historically he's a outside zone type of guy. Then I like it a little bit more. Not saying Wanu can't play an outside zone blocking scheme. It's just saying we haven't seen a lot of it. But interesting pick nonetheless. The Browns, they go Chris Olave, receiver. That's kind of been a popular pick for the Browns. Just basically giving no excuses to Baker Mayfield in his, prove it year, so to speak. And then we have Washington football team goes Drake London. This one's very interesting just because I like De'Ami Brown and I don't mind them adding more playmakers. Like maybe they think Terry McLaurin is heading out of town pretty soon, but I think TPS must really Really? Hate Matt Corral if he's not off the board yet. That's kind of wild. Be interested to see if quarterback does go anywhere else in this, because then I feel like Washington should have taken one then. But like Drake London is like, it's not bad. I don't mind the man. Firepower, like Kenyon Green is still on the board. I think he would be. He's actually a great value pick for Washington. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind Drake London. Just feel like plus they signed Curtis Samuel this last offseason. Like, I don't know. Wow, Trevor Pennant. So this is their left tackle of the future. And in the video, they talked about, it's no secret that the run game hasn't been quite as good as it once was. And it's like, how far back are we going? I mean, good as it once was, man. Like, it hasn't been good for a few seasons. And I wouldn't blame the running backs. And a lot of this, it's because of the interior position, the guard position. Like, Deion Dawkins ain't bad. He ain't. And then they got Spencer Brown out there starting a right tackle. They moved Williams into guard, but like Brown hasn't looked good. I'd rather them move Williams back. But I mean, that's funny that they're getting his teammate who actually looked better than him. And like, hey, Trevor Pennant might end up being the second tackle off the, like, not second tackle, like fourth tackle off the board after Cross, Icky, and Neal. Just because I think the guy's going to have a banger Senior Bowl, and that will really improve his stock. And to be fair, run blocking is kind of his thing. But also, man, like I don't know. Kenyon Green's still here. I'd be willing to take him corner. Talk about your running game. How about your run defense? Like Jordan Davis isn't bad at this pick. And I'm not the biggest Jordan Davis fan, but he's not bad at this pick. Eagles, they go Kenyon Green. So what? They went Kenyon Green. Is this their Devin Lloyd and what was their first one? Oh, they went offense on 2 of their 3 first rounders. I don't see that happening with how bad the defense needs like a youth movement. I don't know what Kenyon Green achieves here, because like I think Andre Dillard's fine. Mailata's great. On the interior, they got Dickerson. They have Driscoll's good too. And I mean, what was it? Simalu, he's there as well. And they still do, for all intents and purposes at this point, have Lane Johnson, Brandon Brooks, and Jason Kelsey. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Oh, Miami Dolphins. David Ojabo. I'm not in love with this, but it's great value. I'm not going to deny great value. Essentially pair him up with Jalen Phillips. It's not bad. It's not a bad option. They do have, was it Egba? Emmanuel Egba? I always mispronounce his last name. But he's the former, he was drafted by Cleveland. Did he go straight to the Dolphins? Like, did he get traded straight to the Dolphins? Oh, maybe he did. But he's been decent for us. Like, I mean, I get this is a guy we're going to have to, like, develop. Like, he's not, like, ready to play right here and now. Here and now. My R&B roots coming out. But I mean, the receivers did kind of fly off the board. Nakobe Dean would be interesting. I don't know. I'd much rather like Devin Lloyd as a fit. Oh, man. This is kind of a tough spot for the Dolphins. And honestly, taking best player available maybe is not a bad option. So maybe I stand corrected. Because I can't think of a receiver I'm willing to take. I'm not taking offensive line here, especially with the guys left on the board, unless like a Bernhard Raymond ends up showing out at the Senior Bowl. But again, we don't know about that just yet. Jordan Davis, I think, goes to the Chargers. Yep. They sell out to stop the run, so getting an elite run stuffer, can handle his own isn't half bad. He does have pass rush upside just because of how athletic he is for his imposing size at like 6'6", 330 or something. So, yeah, not bad, not bad. Lions go Jahan Dotson. I guess you could have gone Dotson for the Dolphins, but honestly, I would rather like a Drake London, someone that pushes that 6-foot boundary. But Jahan, you know what? I wouldn't mind Dotson for the Dolphins. That wouldn't be bad. It'd be interesting. But no, this is a good pickup for the Lions to get a nice vertical third. Treylon Burks is still on the board. What am I saying? I was trying to think of all these receivers. Why is no one high on Treylon Burks? That guy can be Cash Amani. Interesting. What do the Ravens do? Andrew Booth. Actually, hold up. Let me make sure. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't miss any picks yet. Andrew Booth. Again, quarterback depth. It's a thing. I've been saying this in a lot of videos with the Ravens that they have very good starters. It's just when everyone got unhealthy. Yeah, things kind of broke down. Offensive line, I get it. A lot of Ravens fans want to go that way because it is kind of your offense. It works through the run game. But like we've seen with Tyler Huntley that he can operate just like a quarterback can operate just fine behind that offense or offensive line. I mean, they will have I'd rather them address that in free agency, bring in some low cost veterans to help out, and you'd be like, oh, we tried that, it didn't work. It's like, I get it. Villanueva, like Alejandro Villanueva didn't work out, but doesn't mean you stop trying. We can draft tackle and interior players later. Just because, like, if the value's not there, don't go there. So, no, this is good value. I like this pick. Is the Dallas Cowboys next? Yes, they are. Roger McCreary. I like this idea of getting a potential shutdown corner across from Trevon Diggs, who's this more boom or bust. Like, he is going to come up with a lot of plays, interceptions, and coverage. But you're also going to have to live with that he might give up a few big plays as well. So getting someone that's a bit more consistent, who may not be the playmaker or have the ball skills of a Trevon Diggs isn't a bad idea. Not to say McCreary doesn't, because the guy might have some of the best ball skills in this class. Like, he has been on a run this year. He has like 15 pass breakups. Dude's been pretty darn good in his own right. Let's see. Kansas City Chiefs. They go Treylon Burks. I feel like this is a great fit for the Chiefs. I like if they're gonna go receiver, I think it needs to be a bigger guy, just something different than what they have right now. But like, why won't the Dolphins go with Burks? Why won't the Lions? Mock drafts are fun. To say that, but no, I think it's a good fit if he ends up falling this far. But I honestly think he's just gonna move up boards. We got Nakobe Dean going to the Cardinals. I don't understand this. I don't get it, because they just invested in Xavier Collins and they've shown they want the guy to learn to play coverage, so they have him dropping back in coverage actually quite a bit. Isaiah Simmons obviously a coverage guy too. Like, I don't know what Nakobe Dean accomplishes unless you're going to move like Collins to like an edge rusher or a guy that's more so a blitzer than an actual, drop back linebacker. Won't deny value's good here though, but I think you can get similar value at a position that's not so filled out. Tennessee tight end Zion Johnson. Oh, back-to-back. We just saw that in Goathouse's video, too. Interesting. I like Zion Johnson. It's nice to see him getting some first-round love from some other draft personalities, so that's kind of cool. I don't think he does go in the first round, and I actually am a big fan of this guy. But I don't even think tight ends even go with offensive tier. I don't know. I don't think Nate Davis is on the hot seat. I think he's actually been a quality run defender this year. Run blocker. Why did I say run defender? But yeah, the pass blocking's kind of been. But again, I think he's shown more than enough for me to want to at least see one more year of him. Let's see. George Pickens of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I feel like he's too similar to like a Mike Evans type prospect. Like, I don't know, I just don't know. I'd rather get a speedster because Godwin's going to be a free agent. AB is going to be a free agent. I'd rather get a speedster than an actual, like, prototypical X receiver that can make it. Like, then at this point, you're just throwing to these contested catch guys. And I don't think that's a stable thing to do if you're an offense. I'm trying to think. There's Trent McDuffie still on the board. I can't think of any other corners off the top of my head, but I would go in a different route. Who do we got next? New England Patriots. There goes Trent McDuffie, who, by the way, I don't think is a good fit for at least the current incarnation of the Patriots coverage scheme. But Bill Belichick is he adapts well. He puts his players in favorable situations. So I'm not going to discount it by any means. Like, I would trust Bill Belichick. I'm a Dolphins fan. I've been seeing this crap for the last 20 years. So yeah, no, it's fine. It could work out. Like, this is a man that constantly adapts his scheme to his players. Very good. So yeah, no, I don't mind it now, talking it out. And then Travon Walker coming to the Green Bay Packers. So I think Preston Smith and Zadarius Smith are on their way out. At least I'm assuming. It looks like Rashawn Gary isn't a guy because they typically like to bring like 3 edge guys on the field by having one put their hand in their dirt, kind of around like a 4 to 5 tech. So, like, Walker's a guy that can do that. Like, Gary's been exclusively a 5 tech or wider guy. So, Walker is actually, and for his physical tools, getting him is great value. I think he'd be a top 10 pick if he returns. But this one was interesting. There were a few picks obviously I didn't like, but overall I'm not like overly offensive. Interested to see no Matt Corral, but I guess it is what it is. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. That's it for the video. Go ahead, do that YouTube thing, and as always, until next time, you be easy, my friends. Later.